So when I was on my mission, I was called to serve in Germany, Berlin, and I had taken German all throughout high school. My siblings served in the German-speaking mission, and so I felt like, yeah, that's where I want to go. And guess what? I got called to go to Berlin, and I was thrilled. That's exactly where I wanted to go. And it was a great time. I picked up on German quickly, and I really loved the areas that I was serving in. The wards were beautiful, and Germany was just great. But about 8 or 7 months into my mission, I started to feel really down. I started to feel really homesick. I missed my friends and my family and my other loved ones at home, and I just was overwhelmed with this feeling that I wasn't a good missionary at all. We weren't baptizing anybody, we were hardly teaching anybody. I felt like we were overwhelming all of the inactive members with all of our requests to meet with them, and I was just worn out. I honestly wanted to go home and was seriously considering it. But about May 2017, my mission president called me and my companion to come for a special interview, which was a little bit nerve-wracking. And I was like, okay, obviously it's because I'm a bad missionary and because we haven't baptized anybody, we haven't really taught any new lessons, our finding numbers are terrible, he's just gonna rat us out. But when I entered that office, he told me and my companion, I just received news from the church that your mission assignments have been changed. And there I was sitting dumbfounded like, okay, so you're sending me home. That's what I thought he was going to say, but he said no. Maybe you've heard that talk from Elder Bednar that it's not about where you're called to serve, but you're serving the Lord. And I was like, oh no, what is he gonna say? So he looked at me and my companion and said, well, we received news that you are going to be reassigned to Turkey. And I was like, what? I don't speak Turkish. I speak German, Deutsch. It was a really awesome experience for me to hear that news, having thought all those thoughts about myself previously, feeling that I was unworthy to continue serving my mission, feeling that I wasn't a good missionary at all, and then hearing the news that God wanted me to go somewhere else. Out of all of the missionaries in the entire world, he picked me. Why? That was crazy for me to consider. And upon arriving in Turkey, I was terrified, but I remember sitting on the airplane all by myself, looking over the blue waters of Istanbul and crying, looking at this beautiful city that God wanted me to be in for some reason, and hoping that that was really what he wanted of me. It was difficult. Here in Turkey, we were told not to contact in the way that you do in other countries. We were told not to wear name tags. We weren't supposed to introduce ourselves as sister or elder. And most people say Turkish is one of the hardest languages to learn for an English speaker, so that was really overwhelming for me to take upon myself. Although sometimes learning the language and working with companions was rough, I made it work, and I was amazed at all the little miracles in my life that I truly began to feel like I was supposed to be there. I was really amazed at how just the little pieces of language study each day that I would try to stuff inside my brain, and then I would go onto the train and try to talk to friendly looking people, and I was amazed at how friendly they were back to me and how willing they were to practice with me. By about 3 months in to this experience, I was speaking comfortably. Just after 3 months. I've tried teaching myself little languages here and there throughout my life and never was successful. But even just through that 1 hour of language study a day on my mission, I was amazed that I was at the point where I was leading a lot of the discussions. I was contacting more than I ever had in Germany, and I was meeting more people, getting more phone numbers, having more lessons and appointments than ever before, all in this brand new country with a language that I just learned. I know that's because God really did see my worth, even though at times I didn't see it in myself, and he knew what I was capable of when I didn't believe in it either. And I'm just really grateful for that opportunity, and it has definitely shaped me into who I am now, and it definitely has given me a lot of confidence in myself. That I really can accomplish anything I set my mind to, and that's because God helped me see that.